For once I'm sitting in the kitchen and eating. I don't normally sit here, but I suppose one can always take a look at what I'm eating. Oops, not at my filthy wash basin or dishwashing. I haven't gotten down to doing the dishwashing yet. I don't normally sit in the kitchen and eat, either I usually sit in the dining room and eat. But the reason for that is that I've made the dining room, or the living room, into a green screen studio. So there's no place to sit and eat. I'm only living in a 43 square meter apartment with 2 rooms and a kitchen, and but it's pretty cheap. But people say, okay, you live in a nice apartment for the area. But it says itself that if one doesn't do anything about it, then the apartment doesn't become nice. So, a few rent raising changes, and it looks pretty decent. Sometimes gnocchi is very tasty. Mango nectar as drink today. I had done barbecue sticks the other day and made them ready. But they got slightly over barbecued today. And as I say, if beep 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 happens, the only thing that is really bothering me today is that I have such a headache. There are more fun things in life to have than a thundering headache. I usually say I don't need to drink alcohol to have a headache or a migraine, because they are built in for me. But I have also looked through my father's records and found a reason to why I have such a murderous headache all the time. And that was when we were in London in the UK. When I was a child, I was going to take a bath I slipped, and I banged my back of my head, and cracked it on the edge of the bathtub, and I passed out into the water, scaring the living daylights out of my parents, according to what my father had written. And I was taken to the hospital. And they kept me there for 4 days. And because of that, the vacation that my parents had planned got cut short. And we traveled to Uppsala in Sweden, where I was admitted to the childcare unit in the hospital in Uppsala. And I was kept for observation for a few days. So that is the base cause of my headaches. But then I've had two different accidents since, or 3 actually, that were pretty bad. One, I fell out of a tree, head first into the ground, and I was blessed with the fact that the moles had dug around in the ground exactly where I landed, so the ground kind of caved in, saving me from a broken neck, or even worse. And then I went off a motorbike at 140 kilometers an hour. I didn't damage my neck and my back and so on, but I broke both arms and both legs, and pulled a few ligaments, muscles in the back, in such a way that I still have problems with it. And I have a whiplash damage. And then in 2004 I had an accident at work while unloading timber, planks and such like from a truck, and it twisted my back so badly that they retired me from any more such work. And that of course affected me psychologically and so on, since I after all was a workaholic. And well, here I am. And now I'm just waiting for a trip to the hospital on Thursday, where they are going to check up my heart, or do what do they call it? Angina X-ray, just for safety's sake. so far, they use this, there is a motto, what doesn't kill you teaches you, and I suppose that is what is actually going on. It is autumn here in Sweden now. Okay, I'm sitting and looking out the window and it is grey, and the temperatures are definitely no highlight of the day, and it is this clammy, moist feeling in the air. And of course, with that, my back plays up, or the entire body for that matter, because these accidents have actually short-circuited my nervous system in some way, as a therapist described it, and the doctor, making it point out pain where there is none, and replacing pain points that are actually in another part of the body. Which is a bit of a nuisance. Oh well. Enough of this for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.